So, I was trying to do Samuel Pierce's story arc, but it turned out to not be much of a story arc at all. But I got through it, or at least I thought that I did. I thought that I was going to be invited to his party, and instead he invited me to go talk to the security chief of Perez Park. I wasn't really interested. We'll put it that way. Now, having had some time and distance from that, I logged back into my Defender and decided that I would do the stupid fucking mission, because there's literally nothing that I won't do for Azuria. So, let's see if this is finally enough to get invited to his party so that I can spend some quality time with Azuria. And if this doesn't work, I just don't know what else to do. Why do I feel like this is not going to go the way that I want? Kyle Peck. Introduce me to Azuria, you fucking ballsack. Sick of your shit. And that's it. He's got nothing else for us. I don't have words for my disappointment right now. What can I do? I don't know, guys. I'm angry. What about Eagle Eye? Eagle Eye says, I've read all about you, Taxa, especially with the work you've been doing, taking the fight back to the Skulls and putting down their Superdine operation. I have to say, I'm impressed. Back in the day, Brawler, along with the rest of the regulators, and I put a stop to all this Superdine business, but it seems bad apples do indeed stink up the place, and as you are well aware, Superdine is back on the streets, and the Skulls are pushing it. Something awful. Taxa, Kings Road needs a new group of regulators. I'm not the only one who thinks you should lead it. Yeah, fine. Listen, Taxa, the regulators aren't what we used to be. Hell, I know I look pretty ridiculous putting on my old costume, but right now, people need to see the heroes out in force. Now more than ever. That's why I want you to represent the regulators here in Kings Row, and give all those people that lost everything in the Galaxy City a ray of hope again. I'm committed to this, even if it is just you and I. Unfortunately, things are pretty dark at the moment. The Skulls have taken it in the teeth, and their leader, Velis Petrovic, isn't taking laying down. Man, this guy talks a lot. With his brother Chernobog behind bars, Velis is striking out with a vengeance at anything that threatens his gang. New legislation to crack down on Superdine dealing here in Paragon City has apparently caught his attention, and in response we've had a string of assassinations against city officials. Velis's scare tactic looks like it just might do the trick and silence a city council before they can even vote. A lot of people need your help, Toxev. Do you want the job? Yeah, I guess. Anything to get you to shut up. Something here isn't right. I see. We got some local thugs on the ground along with PPB. That's not good. I'm coming to save you, Councilman. Don't you worry. You've got a professional on the case. I guess I could run a little faster. Just taking my time. Don't worry, I'm coming to get you. Everything's gonna be... Oh. At first look, Councilman Hammond appears to be unconscious, but then you see his cold, lifeless eyes and the look of terror frozen on his face. He is very, very dead. You find a single cut on Hammett's right hand, but while it's deep, it isn't lethal. Scrawled in his own blood upon his shirt, however, you read the following message: "The Lords of Death are watching." Yikes. I guess I should have ran faster. These losers. Their Men's Warehouse discount rack special. When they all just jumped. Where did they go? Fight me, you cowards. I am confused. Oh, there they are. I've had enough of your games. Oh, I went up the wrong. This is some Looney Tune shit. Oh, there's more of them. Okay, I better take this seriously. I mean, I was totally taking this seriously before. Don't beat yourself up about it. You did everything you could with the information you had. Now we have more information. The assassin is almost certainly a member of the Skulls. However, what's concerning me is that the family is involved. Tox, I've learned over the years to trust my instincts. And my instincts are saying that there is more to this than the family is letting on. Something very big is happening here. Bigger than I originally thought. You don't say. Listen, I have some old contacts that keep tabs on the goings-on inside the family. I'll talk with them and see what they know about the family's presence here in King's Row. This is way outside their normal turf. In the meantime, I've narrowed down the most likely target for the next assassination attempt by Velis' assassin. Councilman Simmons just finished a press conference demonizing the Skulls for their assassination of Councilman Hammett. And now she's vowed to take up Hammett's work and make sure the Skulls are brought to justice for their crimes against Paragon City and the citizens of King's Row. One last thing, watch your back, Taxa. I'm getting tired of people telling me to watch my back. The more I think about this situation, the worse feeling I get. This whole thing stinks of the family trying to pave the way to keep the Skulls in business. Ever since Sebastian Frost took over the family business from his old man, the family's taken great points to appear hands-off when it comes to Super-Adine. Just be careful. I don't want to see you end up like Mina. This mission is higher difficulty than normal. Unfortunately for the elite boss, we are very close to leveling. I did have a question from That's Too Much Sauce. He asks, do you have any fond memories of when you first started playing City of Heroes? Mine is, I used to be a big PvPer, and one day I was at Siren's Call and GMs showed up from the Villains and Heroes side. Ghost and Mako, and I think States and Synapse. It was epic. Yeah, hold that thought. Just speaking of PvP, I would just like to declare and make a permanent record that on the Justice server, I dueled to a draw cat food and her, or his, I don't know, their claws scrapper with my radiation defender. I was proud of that. But when they first added PvP, they added the arenas. I walked into one of the arenas, and there's another defender there who was like, hey, do you want to do like a 1v1 just for funsies? I was like, sure, I guess I'll give that a shot. This defender turned out to be a bubble defender. I don't remember what their secondary was, but I remember that their primary was bubbles, force field. And the match started. I was whooping the guy, to be honest, and I started feeling bad, and I ended up throwing the fight. I wasn't using my powers very actively, and I was just kind of letting him get shots in. This is part of why I don't PvP, because when I lose, I feel bad, but also when I win, I feel bad. I feel bad that the other person didn't win, so I don't PvP at all. It's not for me. It's not... my personality type just does not work with PvP. As far as just memorable experiences, I think one of my fondest was just going to my first Hammy raid, because up to that point, I had played my defender almost exclusively solo. The two friends that I had when I started City of Heroes, they had kind of left the game, and I kind of continued on playing my radiation defender, and it was kind of lonely. But then I went to my first Hammy raid, and I didn't know what was going on, but I saw a bunch of people standing on top of a rack, so I went there. And this guy, his character is Jack Zodiac, just started talking to me and was like, hey, you should join our chat channel called Team Awesome. And he invited me, and from there I just made some friends, some of whom I'm still in contact with today. And I guess it was just really nice to have another player reach out and want to talk to me and want to add me to the group. And that, I would say, is one of my more cherished memories. Are you here to kill me? No, I'm here to protect you. Why did you just knock out my entire security detail? Those are family goons, ma'am. I hate that I live in a timeline now where the word goon has a completely different connotation. Sebastian did provide me with some of his boys for security, but it wasn't anything illegal. The Skulls are targeting city officials that are putting our feet down to combat their superdine dealing. Mr. Frost simply shares my point of view on the problem. Death, Toxo. No, I don't think that's how it's gonna go. Do you even know which side you are fighting for? Yes, Azuria. Is your name Morana? Like Moran? God, you and Toothbreaker Jones. Character name changes are free, girl. I don't know what to say. Frost came to me with a very sensible proposal. He wanted to clear his family name of the stain his father had put on it all those years ago. I wanted to believe that he was doing it for the good of Paragon City, but deep down I know he wasn't. I understand the difficulty that a parent's decision can have on their children. It's my husband, Carl. You see, he's very ill, and to be honest, I'm not sure how much longer he has. We've been keeping this secret because, well, his illness was caused by his drug addiction. If the press were to learn of this, it would ruin our careers. But worst of all, our son Albert would have to live with our failures hanging over him like a shadow, just like Sebastian Frost had to live with his father's mistakes. I just wanted to find a way out. Frost said that he would be willing to have some specialists come in and see what they could do for Carl, but only if I helped him. Standing up to Superdine seemed to be a suitably appropriate favor given the situation. I know it was a bribe, but I was thinking of my family. Darn, we get a choice, but I'm not a mark. I see now that Sebastian Frost has been using my position in the city council and the position of others like John Emmett to further his own ends. While I'll still stand up against Superdine, I will refuse Mr. Frost's offer. Thank you for giving me a second chance. Okay. Things are definitely getting interesting. I learned from my contacts that Frost and his family have been meeting with city council's representatives for the past few days, trying to drum up support to fight Superdine, all in the name of clearing his family's good name. Apparently the Skulls have told Frost and his family to find someone else to peddle their drugs for them, and the Skulls have found their own way of making Superdine, cutting out their reliance on Frost and the suppliers. Now Frost wants to teach them a lesson that he's going to make it very hard for the Skulls through political backroom dealing. All that is fine and dandy, but we have something more important to deal with. We need to find out where Velis and the Skulls are getting their super game and shut it down. I'm afraid that squeezing gangbangers on the streets isn't going to cut it this time. The Skulls have their back up against the wall here, and the only way we are going to learn where they're getting their supply from is if they want to talk to you. So you need me to go deep undercover. I already talked to Paula Dempsey about outfitting you with just the right disguise. Hey Texa, Eagle Eye said you'd be coming by. Let me tell you, I've had some strange requests before, but this one just takes the cake. Are you sure you want to be going undercover into the Skulls? Sounds pretty risky to me, but then again, I'm no hero. Here's your disguise. I've also got your disguise hooped up with a nano mic and earpiece. You can keep in touch with Eagle Eye on the sly. Oh, I almost forgot. Eagle Eye told me to give you this tracking beacon, you know, just in case things go sideways and he needs to swoop in and rescue you. After a few days of masquerading as a skull, you find out about this hideout. Someone in here is bound to know a thing or two about Velis and the Superidine lab. Oh yeah, quick strike. Okay, sweeping cross. And then submachine gun. Let's get a look here. Well, that is decidedly not the outfit I would choose, but I guess we're just pretending to be a rookie. Hey, girls. Well, this is interesting. Hey, what can I do you for, sexy? See, you don't know me, dude. Nah, only fires competing to become a Bone Daddy or a Death Doll get to go upstairs. Alright, I'll let Bone Dusk know we've got some fresh meat coming upstairs. Fine, dickhead. Fight organizer. Well, he's up here. So here you want to try and join the ranks of the Death Dolls. Well, you sound ready, but only surviving ribcage proves whether you are or not. You know that if you lose your life, right? A true skull isn't afraid of death. Well said. Go and talk to the fight organizer. They'll set you up. Bone Dust gave you his approval? Alright, I hope you kissed your boyfriend. My guy, don't assume things. You don't know anything about me. 'Cause if you did, you'd know that I kissed your girlfriend this morning. And it wasn't on her mouth. Not that that's anything you would have any experience with. We just have to fight some generic loser. The PPD are swarming the building. Oh shit. We gotta hustle. Let's go, guys. We gotta get out of here. The pigs are coming. Guys, come on. Shit, I don't know where I'm going. I can't run any faster than this. Oh shit. Dead end. Evade capture by the PPD. Guys, come on. I'm not joking. Nope. Follow me. Or don't. Do what you want. That was fun. I think I would like to train up before we do that. And I think I'm going to take Whirlpool. As much as I would like another single target attack, I think Whirlpool is going to get a little more use. Just AoE damage over time. It has kind of a long cooldown, but it shouldn't be too bad. get some enhancements, and then we'll go confront Velis. Oh, this is cool. They're having like a little rave. Oh, that sounds so fun. It's a shame I'm not here to party. I wish I was. Those days are long behind me. When I said that alcohol had ruined my mind, I wasn't joking. I allow myself probably about 10 drinks per year. And absolutely no more than 2 drinks in a single night. I had to do that because if I have a few drinks, if I have more than that, I am something else. I become just a depraved wild animal. And my behavior becomes extremely problematic and not fit for public consumption. So I have had to strongly curtail any drinking. Ooh, cutscene. She's kind of cool looking. I'm gonna pull these guys around just in case, because there might be some other guys on the other side of that far doorway. Going in for the kill. One at a time, people. Come on. That is so unsafe. You're as strong as Velis. Maybe he does for you after all. Of course he does. He wants the lab with Ada, the leader of the trolls. You have no idea how big all this is, do you? There isn't a damn thing in the world you can do to me that will make me tell you that. I don't have a badge, dude. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Or what? You'll kill me? Even if you had to do it, death doesn't scare me, hero. Face it, you've got nothing. Deliver a message for Velis for me. A message is that when you see him, tell him he underestimated Taxa. Knock his ass out. Plaxa, what the? Your tracking device shows that you're at Royal Refinery. You planted it on one of the skulls to lead you to Velis in the Superdine lab? Damn, girl, that's some smart thinking. Amazing work, my friend. Amazing work. With one of the Petrovic brothers behind bars and the other on the run, the skulls are going to be licking their wounds for some time. Without their Superdine lab, or supply from their backers, Super Demon King's Row, it's going to be a thing of the past. At least for now, that is. Yet one more for me. Assuming Backbreaker wants to go find Velis, it would appear that the skulls have set up their lab at Royal Refinery. That makes perfect sense. The industrial chemicals going through there would completely mask the telltale signs of Superdine production. The facility manager is probably being paid or blackmailed into letting Velis and the Skulls set up shop there. It's time to shut Velis and the Skulls Superdine lab down once and for all. Okay? Even if half of what the Skulls say about Velis is true, he's a deadly opponent who believes he controls power over death, who controls the power of death. Additionally, Moron is still a big question mark. She hasn't shown up since you stopped her from assassinating councilwoman Simmons, but that doesn't mean she isn't part of the equation. Keep aware and make sure she doesn't get the drop on you. You might want to get some help on this. Yeah. Powerful industrial chemicals mask the telltale sign of Superdame being processed in here. So, in an effort to just fill up some dead air, I was asking people on the channel for some questions, and someone mentioned about doing like a Q&A or an AMA, something like that. And as of recording this, I noticed that I'm sitting at 499 subscribers. So how about for 500, I'll do that. It just does it like a separate video. I don't know how I'm going to solicit questions. I mean, I guess this video is probably going to push me over 500, so you could just leave your question in the comments below, and remember to put the word iguanodon somewhere in the comment just to let me know that you would like your question read out loud in that video. It's just a affirmative consent. We do consent in this house. Doesn't have to be City Heroes related. It can be anything. Other games. I think I might actually prefer to have non-City of Hero questions. But whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I kind of like that idea. Oh, there he is. Come here, Velis, you dork. What is he, like a mastermind? That's interesting. He's doing some work. My endurance bar is not holding up. But I think we got him. If you wish to prove me wrong, then by all means save the facility manager. Okay. I'm guessing probably behind where all the fire is. Yeah. Great work. The facility manager is already being treated at Carm Memorial, and the Skull Superdine lab is already being put out by the fire department. Velis and Moron may have escaped, but without their lab, the Skulls are going to have tough times ahead. A thought suddenly darkens Eagle Eye's demeanor as he reflects on the events internally. Finally, he chooses to speak up on them. I'm afraid I haven't been 100% forthcoming with information, Taxa. It's just, well, I didn't want to alarm you. Back Alley Brawler should be the one who is congratulating you for taking down Velis in the Skull Superdine lab. Unfortunately, he couldn't. You see, Brawler was investigating the sudden surge in Superdine on the street himself. But when the Skulls caught wind of him snooping around their turf, the Petrovics decided to hire some outside help to take care of him, a contract killer named Deadlock. Oh, you long-winded asshole. Deadlock and the regulators go way back. He's a high-priced killer, and drug lords have a lot of money, so you can imagine that we had run-ins with him from time to time. Deadlock put Brawler in the hospital. If you like, I can tell you all about it. Fine. He's gonna make a full recovery. When I heard this from Brawler, I knew that the Skulls were up to something big here in King's Row. I dusted off my old costume and carried on where Michael couldn't. I'll tell you all about it. Sure you will. From what I gathered from Brawler, it all started when Deadlock found a way past the security systems into Fort Trident. Before I do this, I'm gonna train up. Because it is a slot level, and like I said in the previous video, now that we can do single origins from the start, like, I look forward to the slot levels because they make a difference. They make a big difference. Alright, let's do this. Oh, geez. You hitched a ride into Fort Trident on the belly of the submarine. Time to pay Michael White a visit, for old time's sake. Oh, let's get a look at this guy. Look at this douchebag. He looks like Johnny Bravo. Oh, what do we got? We just a bunch of street fighting stuff and a couple willpowers. Rise as a challenge. And then I think the tier mine. What a douchebag. We got knock out some longbow. God, this guy's such a lunk. I expected more from Alley Brawler, to be honest. You got your shit kicked in by Johnny Bravo. How did that make you feel? Oh, how embarrassing. And that's how Michael told the story. I I wouldn't be telling people about that story. He got his ass kicked by Johnny Bravo. I would maybe keep that to myself.